for the longest time, I've felt like hip-hop and country should combine. Country music and hip-hop tell the same story. They're typically stories about where you're from. They tend to be regionally specific, like country music in Texas sounds different than Nashville. Same thing with hip-hop. Hip-hop sounds completely different whether you're in the South or West Coast or New York. And they tend to be folk musics for their culture.
You know, talking about the countryside of my music is heavily inspired by the outlaw country. You know, Montana it's the most beautiful place in the world. The people out there and the culture is a little bit different than your typical country that people are used to hearing about, you know, from Nashville and different parts of the South. A lot of people don't realize that it's, you know, it's country out there. It's just more like the cowboy way.
Going to Nashville is kind of one of these things you got to do if you're going to work on country music.
We're talking about doing a record that's based on outlaw country and old Southern rock, and you know, Nashville is where all that stuff was born.
Coming down to work in Nashville has really brought the whole concept together. I've had this idea, and I knew what I wanted to do with the music. Conceptually, I knew where I wanted to take it, but I wasn't able to achieve the sound that I wanted until I started working with Dan and some of the people in Nashville.
Because we decided to go to Nashville and we, you know, did all of this music that was inspired by the old country, we actually hired musicians that had played with some of our inspiration.
Literally music legends who came in like kids with the enthusiasm of children and just were happy to be there.
The whole team of people that we've had on this project have been incredible, amazingly talented at what they do. They each brought, you know, something very crucial to the whole piece.
She puts on them cut-off dreams to bring you right down to your knees. Have you lost and beg you please, oh.
Yeah, Dan showed me some of the rough mixes, and I came to the studio and listened to them, and I knew right away that it was a project that I wanted to be on. From what I've heard through the story was he was looking on YouTube and I guess pulled up, you know, Georgia country singers and I guess came across me on one of the videos. Jesse brought it in and was like, you know, what about this guy? And Dan was like, man, get the hell out of here. He's like, go do some real work, you know, and he was like, no, seriously, you know, check it out. But, and then Dan got in touch with me and the rest is history.
Jesse, Cowboy here. Man, I'm sorry I missed you, and I hope you like what I did, and I really look forward to meeting you. You take care, buddy. Bye.
You may have another idea, but
I've got a guitar solo.
better to have and not need
Right.
than to need and not have, you know?
Yes, sir. Blackbird was almost like, you know, the journey to Mecca for a guy like me. That studio is amazing.
Blackbird was a place where anything that you asked for, they have.
That place is incredible, and I've worked at amazing studios out in LA. Just the vibe and the equipment, you know, that they have there, combination of vintage stuff and state-of-the-art equipment, you know, it's really priceless, you know, what you get from it.
Just one of the best experiences of my life. It's a highlight of my career.
I know their roster of artists that I've recorded there is just impressive, so it felt great to be working there.